Another great week. Another great week. Spark Your Success podcast. Wisdom Wednesdays. I'm your host, Leander Howard II, founder and CEO of Spark Your Resume. Y'all know how we come in every Wednesday now, man. I think this was our seventh episode. Almost 2 months strong with the Wisdom Wednesdays, man. We got Terry as the co-host, Terry Robinson as the co-host. And really, man, Wisdom Wednesdays is flourishing. We're starting to do a little bit more than just career advancement and entrepreneurship. We're really turning this segment into life, really talking about anything and everything. And today, man, I really want to talk about getting in tune with your reality. It's something that I think a lot of us need to hear. It's something that I have been working on diligently. Just being in tune with myself, my finances, my relationships, my religion, my spirituality, my family, my friends, just knowing where you stand, right? And then understanding where you're at to know where you want to go. But also, I think sometimes people miss out or don't understand how important it is to understand their past, right? Where they came from. And we'll talk about that today as well. So, no further ado, man, let's go ahead and get Terry in here, man.
My man, what's popping?
What's good, bro? That boy changed the scenery.
Man, feeling good. It's been a great week so far. Just trying to stay up, finish this week strong, man, and just keep it rolling. How your week been, man?
It's been busy, bro. But it's been good. Can't complain.
At all. Kind of just taking it like we talk about all the time, man. Taking it one step at a time.
Yeah.
Always trying to be present in the moment. Trying to stay present in the moment and always keep moving forward and not get too caught up in our heads.
All facts, man. Another Wisdom Wednesday, man. But nah, man. How was the week? How the fam? Good.
Yeah, everything's been good, man. Everything's been good. Took me a little walk last night, man. Just had to go out one day and just really just soak in like the present moment, dog. Because I don't know, I've just kind of just been having this feeling like, yo, something's going on, but I can't pinpoint what is going on. So I really just had to go out for a little walk and just listen to myself, tune in with reality.
Getting in tune with your reality.
Getting in tune with reality and just figuring out where the heck am I at right now,
Nah, I feel that. That's good, bro. That's real good, man. But nah, man, it ain't really. I kind of want us just to go off the whim today, bro. Like, no preparing, no nothing, bro. Like, I really just want to vent today, bro. Like, I think it's gonna be a little different, bro.
Perfect day for it.
I actually dropped a video, bro. I think, was it August 5th, 2019? I think it was like one of my first videos I've ever put out on Instagram. And it was like getting in tune with your reality. And I was planning on dropping it again today. I'll drop it later. But like a 5-minute snippet, bro. I was just touching on, really getting in tune with who you are, where you've been, and where you want to go. Yeah. I think a lot of people, we live in this, this
fairy tale land.
We're falsifying our dreams, bro. Like, and it's great to have, a destination you want to reach, a goal in mind, right? Mm-hmm. But if you don't have any actionable items in place to reach your goals, bro, that's a falsified reality.
Falsified.
You know what I'm saying? You're far past dreaming, bro. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, that's your imagination.
It's too many people out here. It's too many people out here living in this fantasy land.
Too many people, I think, that are, not really in tune with what they want to do, or they might dream about what they want to do, but don't really have a plan to actually see that dream come into fruition, right? Mm-hmm. And I think that also ties into the fact that getting in tune with your reality is about where you've been. You know what I'm saying? I want to start with the past, because I honestly, in my opinion, bro, I think your past has a lot to do with your present, and your present has a lot to do with your future, right? Mm-hmm. I think it all correlates. But not saying that, your past dictates your future, but I think it does show you a historical path on where you are going, and where you're destined to be. Just because, you are who you say you are what you do, Mm-hmm. And I think just realizing like where you've been can also get you in the headspace of thinking about where I can be. What do I need to change? What did I do then that maybe didn't work? I call it red, right? So I do reflect, establish, dream. So red, when you see red, is like stop, right? You just need to
Uh-huh.
stop and think. You need to reflect, right? And then that's the past. And then the E is for establish. So you need to establish where you are right now, your current situation, right? Your current circumstance. And then D is the dream, man. That's your future, right? You want to dream about where you want to be, where you want to go, but it's a tight gap in between the E and the D, right?
Yeah.
Between establishing and dreaming, to where I think that's where people get lost and not really connect, and not being able to connect those two. And I think that's the difference between successful people and average people. Not going to say, people aren't successful if they're average, because success is, is broad, right? And there's multiple definitions of success to multiple people, right? But when you look at it from a holistic standpoint, we have a definition of success now to where it's money, right? But I honestly think success is more than that. We got money, happiness, love, passion, like relationships.
Family.
It's family. It's a lot of different things that tie into that one word, in my opinion. But I think that the red acronym, reflect, establish, dream, literally ties into your past, your present, and your future. And that's my take on really understanding where you came from, where you're at, where you currently are, your current circumstances, and that's in your relationship, your finances, your spirituality, your goals, right, your mindset, everything. And then you're dreaming to where you want to be based on where you came from and where you are, right?
Yeah.
But red ultimately just says stop, man. It takes some time to really think about each phase or each sector of getting in tune with your reality. Because I think one thing people misconstrue is that you don't need to reflect. Because if you don't reflect, you never know where you came from, and you don't really understand what you did, maybe what you maybe did right in your past that led you to success. In certain areas of life, what you did wrong, what can you tweak, what can you pivot, right? But if you don't take time to really understand that, then it's like, where are you gonna go?
Yeah, that's actually a very interesting perspective. I would even argue there's another half of people who also spend a lot of time reflecting and don't take time to look forward. There's so many people out there too busy living in the past, and it prevents them from moving forward because they remember what happened last time, or what that person did to me last time. Where did I go last time? Or just focusing. Typically when we're talking about, living in the past, is living in the good times, the moments. Like, you might hear some people, high school, we long gone from high school.
Right.
But there's people out there reflecting on it. Or maybe there's a traumatic events, that somebody had went through, and they reflect on it and think about all the bad things that happened, taking that subjective standpoint and taking it just as that is, and not really realizing the underlying lesson behind it,
Right. I think that's a good point, bro, but I think that comes back to being in tune with your reality, because if you're looking for bad things, you're going to find bad things.
Absolutely.
So it's like, what are you looking for? You know what I'm saying? If you want to find something bad, you're going to find something bad. You want to find something good, you're going to find something good. Out of every situation, bro. It's your outlook. It's your perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's everybody. Bro, life is about choices.
Choices. Absolutely choices.
But that's a whole nother topic, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. And I would even say, like, the biggest thing that I see about just being tuned in with reality is just having this unbiased view. We all have biased views in life, but really looking at life objectively, the things that we go through objectively versus subjectively, then we kind of see what really matters. It's kind of like somebody who's looking at the same picture on the wall. Two people perceive the things differently. Somebody sees opportunity, somebody might see something totally different. You might see failure, but reality is just literally what you make it. Your reality becomes real. Whatever you think is real, it becomes your reality.
Bro, what? That's it.
We go through craziness all the time. There's a lot of stuff that I've been through, that you've been through, and the people that are watching this have been through. But how do you perceive it? relationship. I just got out of a bad relationship, right? If
Right.
for somebody who's out there who's just got out of a relationship, because relationship is probably a one that kills a lot of people, you know, that really blows them, their self-esteem, the whole nine. You know?
Can't do anything.
I can't do
You know?
it again, whatever the case may be. You know, I can't stand him or her or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
You know? And you got to look past it. It's not about what the person did to you. It's more about what you didn't do for yourself. You know? A lot of people, you know, and I like to use the relationships because it's a perfect example.
Yeah.
If you in a relationship, right, and you go heads over heels for somebody, and let's just say things just go south, what is life telling you? Well, there's a couple things it can tell you. Maybe you put that person on a pedestal, and life had to humble you and show you that you can't put nobody on a pedestal. Okay? When you try to force something, you create resistance. You know? It can literally be whatever lesson you want to take for something like that can really translate to everything else in life, you know? Or it can teach you what not to look for a person that you decide to be a partner with, you know? If you see that girl or that guy that you like a lot or that you had a relationship with and it just went to flames, maybe it's preparing you for something better versus you forgetting about it totally. Just saying, I'm not dealing with no more women, or I'm not dealing with no more men, whatever the case may be. It's all about how you perceive that lesson, you know?
Man, perception is reality, bro.
It is.
Perception is reality, man. And I think you just hit a nail. I think you just hit on the nail, bro, with the relationship breakdown, bro. And I think that's one thing a lot of people can relate to is relationships, because I mean, we're in that stage, especially with our audiences, that, you know, we're all, you know, new to, you know, dating and really getting serious about our relationships, you know, picking and choosing who we want to be with, different things of that nature. So I think that's a great way to kind of tie it in where people can understand like the importance of getting in tune with their reality and making those decisions, and how your decisions can affect your future.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Yeah, but nah, man, I think one thing I kind of want to touch on too, man, is just like, I think a lot of people lack the confidence too to even get in tune with their reality or be truthful with themselves. I think a lot of us want to avoid the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because it hurts, right? But I do believe the truth always sets you free as well. So, I mean, it's twofold. It's really, I think the truth, honestly, it can't hurt a lot of people because you still got to live with you. You know what I'm saying? It's truth about who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't just leave Leander at the end of the day. I got to fix myself. And that's going to take a lot of work. It's going to take a lot of work.
A lot of work. Somebody call you out. Hey, you're not doing your job. I never forget, man. I remember I was in LA Fitness after my freshman year, dog. And there was this one guy I met. His name was Nick. If he's watched this show a couple times, man, I never forget it. So one day, you know, I met him my freshman year of college. You know, I'm talking to him, established a good relationship with him. You know, just told him about everything I wanted to do, right?
Yeah.
Freshman year, I didn't do nothing I said I was going to do. I didn't do nothing I said I was going to do. So one day we were working out, and he called me out on it. He was like, you ain't did nothing. You didn't do X. You didn't do Y. You talk a lot of good game, whatever the case may be. I'm telling you, he was drilling me. And I was mad at the moment. I was heated. I was ready to just go in on him, man. Right. But I sat there and I thought about it. I was like, you know what? He is totally right. He is totally right. And I had to live up to that. And I had to make changes. That same time. It literally after that moment and really looking at my failures, I was like, you know what? I do have to turn this ball over. I have to change. I have to flip the table. There's just no way out of it.
And you know? See, one thing you said, bro, about that is that what I realized about people, we always looking for somebody else to point the finger at.
Yep.
But we have to remember, my one finger is pointing at you before it's pointing right back at me. You gotta have people in your life that's gonna hold you accountable, and that's what Nick did.
Yep, he did.
And that was with fitness, but it's more to life than fitness. Relationships, finances, motivation, success, spirituality, family. Like, it's so many aspects of life that we have to juggle and manage. It's hard for one person just to do that themselves. And that's why it's so important to surround yourself with great people. I know we had this conversation earlier this week about, bro, we need to talk about this. And we can tie it into tune, get in tune with the reality, getting in tune with the people you're hanging around with. Who's in your circle? Who's pouring into you?
Right? Pouring into your soul.
But I think that's one thing that we have to be cognizant of, is being aware of the decisions or instincts or reactions that we choose to make off of somebody's words.
Off of somebody's words, yeah.
Or them calling us out on something we did wrong. Because Nick didn't say he was going to do X, Y, and Z at the gym. Terry did. But because Terry didn't do what he said he was going to do at the gym, Nick called him out. But Terry's instinct said, oh, I'm mad because Nick was calling me out.
I'm angry.
I want to get at Nick. But Terry's first instinct should have been, why didn't I do what I said I was going to do? Then Nick would have never called you out.
Yep.
Because you held up to your own agreement. You said you was going to do that, right? Not Nick. It's different when somebody else says, okay, I need you to do this and this, right? Now you have the choice to where you want to agree or not. But if you're the one telling somebody else that you're going to do something and you don't do it, and they call you out on it, your first instinct shouldn't be, I want to charge at them. You should be looking at yourself and asking yourself, why didn't I get this done? And I think that's a lot of humans though. But I'm talking about, it's people I even know to this day. The first reaction is they looking for somebody else to blame.
You know what it is?
I don't care what it is. I'm talking about simple stuff. Like, you left the tissue on the sink. Oh, no, I didn't. You left it. Like,
why didn't you take it out? If you saw it there, why didn't you take it out?
You feel me? We want to put things on everybody else. Everybody else. But we never want to hold ourselves accountable for the things that we do or the things that we should have done.
You know what the problem is?
Yeah.
That and we talked about it in a couple episodes. The ego. The ego. A lot of people are too caught up in their ego. And a lot of people don't understand that you're in control of your life, but you're not in control of your life like you think you are. It's the habits, the things that you do on a daily basis that make you the person that you are today. How you move today, how you think today. You know what I'm saying? If some people who haven't taken a day to really look themselves in the eye, look themselves in the mirror, and realize that I am responsible for everything that goes on in my life. A lot of people don't. It's hard to do that in the beginning. It's easy to point fingers. It's easy to say that it's Leander's fault or somebody else's fault, you know, for why things happen to me the way they do. It's easy to talk about the wealthy that they got this, that, and the third going on, and I'm poor, you know?
Yeah. It takes the burden off of you and puts it on somebody else.
That's exactly what it is.
Now you're relieved. You're relieved of that. You're relieved of that stress or that accountability, right? That you have to own up to. It's on somebody else's plate. So now you're not worried about the ball is in their court. They got to get it done.
Yep.
You're no longer in control, Terry. You put it on Nick.
Yep.
You put it on Nick to take care of your fitness goals.
Yep.
But if Nick doesn't say anything, then it's all, well, yeah, Nick didn't tell me. Nick didn't do this.
Nick didn't do it. I shouldn't be able to do it either.
But it's for your life.
Yep.
I think we're putting too much responsibility on others to pour into us. When we don't even want to pour into ourselves.
At all.
That makes no sense.
At all.
That makes no sense. That's like me building a business, right now, right? Spark Your Resume and wanting everybody else to promote my business, but I never do.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of sense does that make?
Nothing at all.
Can you post everything that I post on Instagram, bro? Can you shout me out on your can you let your whole community know what I'm doing? And I don't even post my own flyers, my own content, but I want everybody else in the world to do it. That makes no sense
at all. It doesn't make any sense
why
at all.
Why are you putting the responsibility for your own life in somebody else's hands? Get in tune with your reality.
That's the only way. That kind of pivots around to another point, man. Like once you do, get in tune with your reality and kind of just peel back the lens, the filter that's been covering your eyes, you start to see things as, then you start to identify yourself with what pushes you the most. What do you value, And then the things that you value kind of act like magnets to the things that you deserve in life, whether that be a good thing or a bad thing,
It's about what you believe in, man.
It's all about what you believe in, and you will get that back. If you believe in, if you value, authenticity, right? You're gonna be able to pinpoint those authentic relationships with the friends, the family members that you develop those relationships with. If you desire family, eventually you're gonna come across somebody or people who give you that sense of family, if not starting your own.
Right.
Not
as facts.
If you could figure out what do you value, just take some time to really just sit down. What matters the most to me in life? Bro, it'll all make sense.
That's the key. That's the key, bro. And I'm working on that so hard right now. Mm-hmm. It's just trying to, because we're in the information age. It's so many things thrown at you. So many things you can tap into. But what I know for a fact is I can't do everything.
Yeah.
I can't do everything. I have to choose what I want to do. What do I want to specialize in?
Mm-hmm.
What do I want to be known for? I can't do everything.
At all.
You just can't, bro.
He's never meant to.
You just can't. And I think that goes right back into getting in tune with your reality. So for me, for example, my core values, bro, is family, meaningful work, faith, right? Those are my three. And wealth. Well, four. And wealth. Like four main ones. I even cut like two of them out because I had to get in tune with my reality. Like, what do I want out of life? I care. Like, my family includes my friends. If you know me, you know what I'm saying? You part of the family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We good. We good. I like doing meaningful work, just like Spark Your Success podcast, giving back to the community, Spark Your Resume, helping people get jobs, right? Mm-hmm. I love creating meaningful work. I love it. It fuels my fire. That's why I do the things I do, right? Faith, bro, I believe in God so much to where I wouldn't be here without him. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I know for a fact I didn't do this alone.
At all. And
I know for a fact somebody on this earth didn't do it for me.
Mm-hmm.
So it only had to be him. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to get to the testimony right now.
Man.
Nah, man, for real. It's been, bro, I went through so much in life, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure everybody else has too, but it's about you got to keep pushing, bro. You got to keep going. And just know that it's bigger than you, man, and God will never let you fold. You know what I'm saying?
At all.
He'll never fold on you. He's going to put you through some trials and tribulations to test you, right? Mm-hmm. But it's to see, can you get over that hump?
Absolutely.
But having those core values allows me to remain focused and being in tune with my reality. Because if I'm doing something that doesn't align with those core values, then I know I'm off track. I need to shift gears. I need to pivot. I need to get back into my own lane. And it's okay to create your own lane and stick to it. Mm-hmm. You can, it's so many things going on. I'm gonna stick to what I know. I'm gonna keep learning. Trust me, I'm in everybody else's. I'm not in everybody else's lane, but I dabble. You know what I'm saying?
Dibble dabble, you know.
Dibble dabble. You know, I'm learning, right? Hey, what's let me get into some stock options to build generational wealth, because wealth is one of my core values. You see how it all aligns, right? So I want to build wealth to where I have real estate, I have stocks. I'm already creating my own business. I work at Adobe. I'm doing multiple different things to have multiple streams of income, because that I know for a fact that works. By other people doing it, by having mentors that preach it to me, the whole 9 yards, and praying about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to have multiple streams of income. You have to diversify your portfolio, because if one thing fails, another thing's going to prosper.
Facts.
And it's going to balance it out.
Yeah. You touched on
getting in tune with your reality. My bad. Go ahead.
No. You touched on something really important that we really underestimate, and that's having a team. Everybody's trying to do things as an individual, and you will never win being an individual.
Never.
You know, you may have your little bag, you know, walk around and, you know, flex and, you know, live life to a degree, but it won't last forever. It won't last forever. Nothing really lasts forever. But the thing is this right here: when you have a team of people, whether it be family, when we time friends into family, because once you have real friends, they become your family.
Yes, sir.
They become your family, you know, and you have that abundance. That's as big as the wealth is going to get. That's where real happiness comes. When you have a team of people where, like we said earlier, we can't do everything by ourselves. We're not designed for that.
Right.
There's no I in team. You know, when you went out to go learn stock options, when you had to go out to learn real estate, you learned it, but there was somebody else by your side that was teaching you something, teaching you the game. And if you didn't want to get into it, you said, hey, you know what? I'm going to give you the money. I trust your abilities to make things happen. That's how you move up in life, the fastest way. If you try to do everything by yourself, your progress is just going to be that much slower than everybody else. And some people wonder why some people just happen to catapult to the top, you know?
They got people around them.
They have people around them, you know? And you really just have to educate yourself. One, grow some humility. That's one. Two, educate yourself. A lot of these things that we talk about, these are the things that we learned just reading books. Think and Grow Rich, for example. We took some of those lessons where you don't have to do everything by yourself. You have to have the mindset that, hey, let me be resourceful, and everything else will go. Let's see. Look like we got a question in here.
Yeah. I touch on this one. I think a mentor is most definitely necessary, bro. Because I mean, I know you mentioned the mistakes issue or the mistakes aspect of having a mentor.
No, you're good.
Like having a mentor, bro, is necessary because you want to avoid the mistakes they made. Right? It's because you're still going to make your own mistakes. Don't get it twisted, because nobody knows everything. But you want to limit those mistakes as much as possible. And having a mentor can help you do that. Because a good mentor is going to allow you to grow. A good mentor is going to let you make those mistakes. I literally talked to my mentor last night, bro. His name Jeff Pierce. He came to RCB like one day, and we kind of chopped it up. We been doing like lunch and everything. Like, he smart guy, bro. Like he do investment capital.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's fired, bro. He's fired. Yeah. He coached me up on like target funds and stocks and yeah.
You say he's an investor, right?
Yeah. He does
private equity?
I think so. Hold on, let me see
Angel.
real quick.
Whew, that's some bad boys. And
Yeah. He's a partner at Berkeley Capital Partners and Access to Private Capital.
What?
Yeah, bro, he's fired.
Shout
out
that's
to my
sick,
mentor, man. But yeah, man, he's dope. And I was talking to him last night, bro, and he was telling me, he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna let you make some mistakes because you need to learn this stuff." You know what I'm saying? He's like, "Yeah, I would tell you, to put your money in this, put your money in that, but you need to learn how to invest, understand how to read charts and markets and like all of that, right? Because I'm getting used to it." He's like, "It's going to help you out in the long run." But he also coached me on what can set me up based on what I want out of life in the long run, right?
Learning what a burn feels like. and knowing how to
Exactly.
recover from it.
Exactly. Appreciate that, man. Shout out to Juan Salton, man. Best career advancement company in the world, man. Juan Salton, man. My boy Jonathan, man. He doing it big. They out in the Bay Area. I think he in LA right now, but his company's from the Bay. But nah, man. I think that having a mentor is most definitely important, man. And I think that you shouldn't force the relationship though. Like, I know you have like mentor programs out there and everything. I don't take that route. I don't want relationship. I never want a relationship to be forced. I don't want to
at all
sign up for a program to be partnered with a mentor. And I deny every opportunity that's, shot my way to do those type of programs. I feel like relationships should be natural. So if I come across my mentor somewhere or happen to meet somebody that I grow a relationship with that I think could be a great mentor, then I make that suggestion. Okay, hey, do you mind mentoring me in this aspect of life? And it's okay to have multiple mentors as well. So
yeah,
because it's multiple facets of life. You have relationships, finance. You know what I'm saying? You might need some help in entrepreneurship, right? So I have different mentors for different things, and then I have those people that I do life with. You know what I'm saying? So you have those 5 people that you do life with, and then everybody else, you use for different things, or they hold different weight in different aspects of life.
Nah, that's absolutely true. Somebody asked the question, how long would you say it took you personally to identify your core values? So for me, well, I'll put it like this right here. The moment you start to really look for answers in life, the sooner you'll be able to identify your core values. For me, though, personally, I didn't really identify my core values until literally maybe after my freshman year. That was the start of it. But still, even to this day, you know what I'm saying, I'm still identifying some of the core values. I have some, but sometimes some things change because I have a list of them, but narrowing it down into, let's just say the top 3, right?
Yep.
What really just resonates with my heart, I'm still trying to find, because like I said, everybody works differently. With me, I work totally different than Leander. Leander works totally different from you. It all just varies, But the key thing is just when you start really looking for answers in life, those answers will come, and typically you can't really rush it, and that's where a lot of people get it twisted. You can't rush these things. This stuff just comes. You just have to be at a point where you just surrender and listen. That's all you can do, is surrender and listen to yourself.
I think one big thing about core values, man, I think you got to start big to get small. Write down everything you believe in, right? This is what I've done. Every word you can think of that you believe in, write it down. Because you're going to find yourself making a category for multiple words. So like, say family is a word that you write down. You might put relationships, sisters, brothers, and then those words will start funneling under that one category. And that one word will become your core value. You know what I'm saying? So, and then don't think that your core values can't change. They're going to change just like you grow over time. My core values have changed so much since the time I've been 18. Just things I believed in, things I wanted out of life. And then I'm pretty sure they'll change when I become 30 or 40, 50, 60, right? Totally. They're gonna always change. And don't think that they can't, because they most definitely can, and they most definitely will. And if they don't, you're not growing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. At all. That's a problem. If you still got the same, if everything still feels the same from literally last year.
Exactly. So I think most definitely, write everything you believe in down on a piece of paper. Like I always say, you can't avoid what you see. And then take it from there. Like, think about a keyword, right, that you think some of those words can funnel under, and that becomes your core value. And then you can list out the values within your core value to really check yourself throughout the week. I think one of my tips is to have no more than 7. I say that because you got 7 days in a week. So you try to hit on at least one of your core values each day and label them out. Sunday to Sunday, Sunday to Saturday. Write them out. Okay, my core value is for Monday or Sunday is family. Boom. And then try to do something that relates to that core value on each day of the week. That way you touch it on at least once throughout that 7 days.
I like that. I didn't even thought about doing that, but I could imagine it really helping you identify what really resides with your core.
Yeah, bro. Just like you wake up and people like, oh, y'all want to, just say what I'm thankful for. Or, you know, just share that gratification. Like wake up, or like I even have on my calendar like Sunday, call somebody in your family. Every Sunday, bro. Like call somebody in your family. Somebody you probably didn't talk to in a month, 2 months. I mean, that's my core value. So if I say it's my core value, what am I doing to fulfill that value?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like I take time, I take an hour out of Sunday to try to call at least 2-3 family members. You know, see how they doing.
Yeah.
Check up. You know, I think it goes a long way, man. If you say it's a core value, you're not doing anything to fulfill that or fuel that core value, then it's not your core value. You don't believe in it that much.
That's real. That's real. That actually resonates with me, man. Because I may have to do some adjustments in terms of like following up with like how I feel. You know, what a core value may mean to me. You know, and how that resonates with my life. You know,
that's okay, bro. And I think one other thing I kind of want to touch on, bro, I think is, you know, what I've been doing for like the past, I really got serious on the past couple of days, bro. It's really getting in tune with my finances. And I think a lot of people need to hear this, is because we as humans have a tendency just to, you know, oh yeah, please connect with us.
For sure. Do that.
But we have a tendency just to swipe our card or spend money frivolously, right? So I think we need to get in tune with our finances. An app called Mint you can use. It gives you literally a holistic view of your cash, your debt, your credit. It's a perfect app. You can connect all your accounts. I use that to really show, okay, Leander, you're this much in net worth. You have this much credit. You have this much cash. Like, and then you can set goals on there as well. Like holding your own self accountable. And then we say we want to reach these goals, but don't have a roadmap to get there, right? So it's like, bro, take some time to sit down and actually, if you want to save $10,000 this year, how much money is that per month? I believe, just off the top of my head, it's $800 a month. Or roughly that. 8 times 12, 96. So 1,900, you know, I'm doing that math real quick.
Businessman.
But nah, I'm short, what, $400. So you save 800, roughly, what, 815, 820 a month. You should be at $10,000 at the end of the year, right? That's enough to put on a down payment for a crib. Plus fees, depending on the value of the home, right? So a $200,000 house, 3.5 interest rate, what's that, like $7,000? $7,000?
About that much,
right? So
yeah,
I mean, yeah, because 3% of 100 is 3, so you do 3.5, 3,500 times 2, 7,000. You know what I'm saying, guys? Stop playing, man. Simple math, but you know, quick math. So $7,000 down payment on the house for a $200,000 home. It's not too bad. You can do that in a year if you save that $820 a month. But then I think a lot of people misconstrue, oh, I need to make more money. What about cutting some of these expenses?
Expenses.
Bro,
we're not talking about that enough.
Stop eating out. Stop buying hotel rooms and drinking and smoking. Bro, people spend so much money on weed. It's not even funny. I bet money. You go to your Cash App and type in your plug name, you'll find so much money there. It's not even funny.
Be sick.
I think people getting in tune with their reality and really mapping out, okay, how much money am I actually spending on going out with my friends, eating out? And if those same friends not taking you to church or trying to get you on these stock options, you might need to reconsider your family and your friends.
Facts. You know or at least going to the park or the gym just to or even just taking time to just have a night. Like literally the other day we was together this past weekend. It was the guys. It was the guys getting together.
For sure. Have your downtime, but I'm talking about every weekend.
Yeah.
Every weekday.
Just
have Taco Tuesday and you know, sipping margaritas. It might not be it because that money adds up. Don't get it twisted.
Very quickly.
You might go out and be like, oh, I just spent 40. Then Thursday again, you spend another 40. Next thing you know, you spend another 60, another 50, another 100. Man, that's 360. That's half of the 800 you could be saving.
Adds up so quick.
You see what I'm saying?
You don't even realize it.
So, I think more than just, I mean, of course, make more money. You want to always increase your top line, but think about what ways you can increase your bottom line. Financial analyst talking, you know what I'm saying? But nah, man, that net income is important. So your top line is your revenue.
Mm-hmm.
Bottom line is your net income. So in between is expenses. So everything, it's about what you keep, not what you make. So if I make
Mm-hmm.
$7,500 a month, taxes come out, boom, net income would be, well, before expenses would be probably like 5,500, right?
Yeah, 5,500.
And
Yeah.
then say expenses, right, is 2,000, I still got 3,500 to play with.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big chunk of change, bro. If you do that for 12 months, shit, bro, you over
sitting on top of something
25,000
too, for
in a
real.
year, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that's some hefty spending. I mean, hefty savings, and that's some long-term dedication, you know,
Yeah.
because I think that's why your goals have to really be meaningful, or else you will never reach them, bro. Like
Never return.
if it doesn't matter to you, bro, it's not gonna happen.
Yep. And you
And I
guys,
think that's what it takes to get in tune with your reality. But go ahead.
yep. I was gonna say, and really have some feel behind it, and understand why do I want it. Not just have the
Yeah.
goal in mind, but understand why. So then, when things get tough, when you want to go out there and you just ready to spend some bread on just something that you don't even need to be spending bread on,
Yep.
you'll have something to pivot back on, or just kind of fall back on it. Say, you know what? I'm not going to do this because I said this is why I wanted to do this.
Facts.
But like a car, for example, right? My whip keep breaking down on me, and I need a new car. I
Yeah.
thought about going out, just spending a couple bucks, or maybe $40-$50 on some food, or whatever the case may be. But I'm not going to do that because I'm ready to get this new car. I'm tired of this car breaking down on me and the whole nine. So
Man, you gotta.
when you have that why ingrained with you,
Yep.
and just really envision you just driving in that new car, whatever the case may be, I'll tell you, it does some wonder. It
Oh,
really does
most
some
definitely,
wonder.
bro. It's all about the why, man. I mean, if you don't have a
And you
why,
know
bro.
what? That's another thing about reality. Understand your why. Why are you living?
Mm.
Why
Why are you
are you
living? That's
living?
a big
What's
one.
your purpose?
What's your purpose?
What's your purpose?
That's good.
And a man and a woman that lives with a purpose, they move totally differently. You can tell it when they walk. When you
Oh
come
yeah.
across them, people can tell it. People can definitely tell it.
Yeah. Most
You
definitely,
you
bro.
forcing yourself through life. You have the chest out. You walking. You're focused. You're not paying attention to nothing else.
Nah, that's
So
facts.
understanding your why, having that purpose is important. You got family, that might be your purpose. You may have had something happen to you. You may have lost a loved one. That's your purpose.
Yeah.
It's all about the narrative, tying the past to the present, to the
Or
future.
would you say that's more of your why?
Wait a minute, repeat the question again.
So, like, say you lost a family member, that's more of your why, but
Mm-hmm.
you're fulfilling your purpose through your work that you're doing.
So I think I know what you're saying. So let's put it like this right here on like my thought process. So let's
Yeah.
just say you have a family member that died from like cancer or something like that, right?
Right.
That inspires you to be a doctor.
Okay.
Now, every day that you go to med school or prepare for those classes, why am I doing this? Well, I'm doing this because I lost
A
somebody. I
family member.
lost somebody
Right.
that's precious to me. And now it's giving me that fire to
Right.
keep pushing forward so that I can save somebody else's life.
Right.
Maybe another relative, maybe my child, maybe my sister, maybe my brother,
Right. That's your why, though, right?
That's your why, and there's so many things you can encompass into it. There's some things that I've seen that turned it into my why. For example, my family, right? My parents did a lot for me, and they got out the mud for themselves. But for me to go back and kind of live a life that I shouldn't even be living, whatever the case may be, or not living up to the fullest potential that I can, I'm not living up to anything except for being wasteful of what I had all behind me,
Yeah.
So carrying it on forward, that's part of my why. Making an impact, that's part of my why.
Right.
I
I think your why and your purpose can kind of be used interchangeably.
I would say they're synonymous.
Yeah.
Really, to be honest, they're synonymous.
I think it's
go
really
ahead.
the underlying motivation behind it.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. So I encourage, the people watching this, take some time to write down what is your why? What is your purpose? What are the things in the past that kind of just runs through your mind?
Yeah.
And then
Get in
once you
tune with
figure
your
out,
reality.
get in tune with your reality. I remember the days where I would go to sleep and my mind would be racing just with thoughts that I couldn't even control. But now I get to I'm at a point now where my mind doesn't even race anymore. Like it doesn't race. I'm
That boy
focused. I already
journaling.
know. Yeah, man. I already know what I want. You know. So once you identify, and I had to go out and identify my problems. You know, how to identify why am I like this? Why is my mind racing? Why am I having this anxiety? You know.
Yeah.
And then once I figure out the why behind this anxiety, how can I eliminate that? And then everything just starts to move. The ball just starts to roll. Blessings start coming in. The answers you've been looking for started coming in. Like I said the other night, I took a walk. There were some questions that I had running through my head, but I couldn't, and I couldn't find the answer why. And I got to a point now where it's like, you know what? I can't rush this process. The answers are just going to come because that's just how life rolls. The answers will come.
That's facts. That's facts. When you're looking for them, they'll come.
And when you look at, yes, absolutely. Just sit and wait. That's what I did, and everything just started flowing. The answers just started flowing. I literally, and I'm gonna just give y'all a sneak peek or whatever, but this whiteboard right here used to be kind of somewhat blank. But after last night, I went in and I just started writing stuff down. I'm like, I'm going crazy. So now I'm moving with a different purpose.
Yeah.
You know? And
Yeah.
like I said, the purpose, there's an overall arching goal, but everything inside of it just starts to move. You start to see your goal differently. You know? Let's see. Who's your favorite successful podcast?
Oh yeah. Shout out to Earn Your Leisure. They're going crazy right now.
Man, this is one guy. Oh man, I gotta remember the name of it. I ain't gonna lie, I have to get back into my podcast feels, man. But
bro.
I have a few. I can't think of them right now, but there's a few of them that I like a lot. I typically go on YouTube, you know, and look at just videos and stuff like that, just to kind of get an idea. Oh man, what was it? It was one that I liked a lot. I forgot what it was called. Wow.
Bro, The Future on YouTube goes crazy.
The Future?
It's called The Future. Futur, no E.
Okay.
Bro, I love that, bro. I be watching the YouTube videos like, yo, this guy is fire.
Man.
I think his name is Chris, if I'm not mistaken.
Chris. I think there was just one called, I think it was like Iron Man or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was called, but basically what he was talking about is just like, for me, what does it mean to be a man? You know, how can you carry out your duties as a man, as a leader, you know, and just facing those tough times, you know, how to adjust for those tough times. When you come across certain people, how do you adjust for that, you know? And a lot of stuff, like early on, I was reading books. Like I was just on a roll of reading books. And I'm talking about books alone. One book can change the way you live for the rest of your life.
Oh,
like no joke. Enough people really don't understand that, you know.
I gotta get back into reading, man. I was going strong this summer, but once that Adobe work life started.
Hey man, I totally get it. I got to get back into the reading fields too, because you know I just been busy myself, just kind of trying to take care of some things. But now I'm trying to get to a point where getting my time management more down packed. You know, getting more down packed and not really letting little things kind of fluctuate or you know mess with my schedule like how it should be. So really just getting in tune with
your reality.
Yeah, getting in tune with reality, you know. And like I said, you will have your episodes. You will definitely have your episodes where it's like, man, I don't know what's going on with me, but I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. But you just gotta ride that wave out, you know. You gotta ride that wave out.
Yeah.
That's the only way you can. That's the only way you can really get through it.
Get into a hard schedule. But another podcast, you know, Gary Vee is a monster, bro. Like,
yeah,
I love Gary Vee, bro. Like, his
I've heard. Yeah, Gary Vee's smooth. He's very. He's top notch.
He's top notch, bro. Like, top notch guy.
Yeah. What was that?
How would you recommend doing that? Getting into a hard schedule.
But getting into a hard schedule, as in like.
Can you kind of elaborate for us?
Yeah, elaborate. Like, what do you mean by that? I want to say you're talking about like being disciplined in it, but I'm not too sure if that's what you mean by,
We like to break it down, actionable items.
yeah, facts. Because, it could be, well, it's one universal way to tackle, something. And then there's just different ways to go about that universal lesson. But
Yeah.
yeah,
But
I about
nah,
to say,
shameless plug, man. Spark Your Resume, man. We're an online resume writing and career advancement services company, man. Come get your resume, LinkedIn, cover letter, interview coaching done at Spark Your Resume, and we taking care of folks. Check out the new website, sparkyourresume.com. And I got a free interview guide, man. DM me for the free interview guide, www.sparkyourresume.com/interview-guide. So she said, okay, so you said a specific schedule that doesn't fluctuate.
well, to keep it real, your schedule is always going to fluctuate. There's
Oh yeah,
life just does its thing.
life happens.
However, you want to do your best to mitigate that by, going into the day, saying this is what I want to accomplish, right? Um, well, break it down even further, because you want to have levels to it. Kind of go into the week. You don't know what the week is going to bring, but you have an idea of what needs to get done. But for example, you might have an exam this week, right? Well, I need to study for that exam leading up. So I need to take this day to study it. I need to study it Monday. I need to study. I take a break Tuesday. Maybe just do a little light brushing up, but set some time to rest. Whatever the case may be. So really just going into each day, having discipline, practicing discipline to stick to whatever's going on in your schedule. So if you got some work to do, but you decide to go hang with some friends, you need to discipline yourself and remind yourself, this is what I need to do, But you can hit me up, personally, and I can, give you a breakdown of how that works. But ultimately it comes in that two pieces, having a plan and then reinforcing that discipline or by establishing habits that'll help enforce that.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Hey, man, Terry just knocked it out the park.
That's all you,
Mastermind
man. That's
Terry,
all
man.
you.
Mastermind Terry, man. Nah, man. Let the people know where they can find you, bro.
Man, y'all can find me on IG at TLYNR, TLYNR98. On Instagram, where y'all can add me on LinkedIn, Terry Robinson. And y'all can hit me up at any time. Chit chat. If there's something that kind of resonated with you, feel free to hit us up.
Yeah, man. Get in tune with your reality, man. It's key. Perception is reality, man. You cannot avoid what you see.
At all.
Ooh, that kind of rounded a little bit.
Oh man, he hit us with the. Oh man, have you guys ever had to cut off a friend or distance yourself from a close friend? Oh, there.
We'll touch on. Let's do that next week.
Yeah, I bet. See, we're going to definitely. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and have that marked down.
We might make an episode really about the importance of surrounding yourself with good people.
Yeah, definitely gonna. We're definitely gonna cover that question next week. So y'all keep it tuned because we're going in with it, just real life lessons.
Real life lessons, man. Spark your success, man. We do it all, man. Not all, because we got our niche, but
yeah,
we make sure we relate to the people, man. We keep it real.
Mm-hmm.
Check us out. We are on Spotify and Apple. More episodes. I think, but I have to drop I think we got 4 episodes that I haven't dropped from Wisdom Wednesday.
Oh, what?
Yeah, on the podcast yet. Because
Okay.
I gotta strip the audio and all that, but we'll have those out soon enough to where you can actually check out the latest Wisdom Wednesdays on Apple and Spotify. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. I haven't been promoting it that much. I think I got 12 subscribers, man. Please go ahead and get me up to 100. A lot of YouTube videos will be dropping soon. And yes, the Spark Your Success podcast is on Apple. DM me. I'll shoot you the link. But yeah, check us out. We're on Apple and Spotify and all other major podcast platforms. Spark Your Success. Please subscribe, leave a rating, leave a review. We appreciate all the support. We are live every Wednesday. No, it's called Spark Your Success. Spark Your Success. I forgot to pin the comment today. But yeah, Spark Your Success Podcast. We're on Apple and Spotify. But we appreciate all the support. Wisdom Wednesdays will be happening every Wednesday at 8 p.m. live on Instagram with my co-host Terry Robinson. Shout out to Terry, Mastermind Terry, man. We appreciate you, bro. I'm
Appreciate
about
you,
to wrap
man.
it up, man. But I'll holler at you next week. We'll talk, throughout the week like we always do. But man, peace.
Peace.
What's going on? We just had a great episode. How to get in tune with your reality. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Spark Your Success Podcast is where we dive into entrepreneurship, career advancement, real life lessons, and we highlight real people obtaining real results in multiple industries. I'm actually scheduling a couple interviews, probably starting in December, with different hiring managers, HR recruiters, and people in corporate. So please stay tuned for that. I think it'll be a great conversation and some great insights on what jobs are available, what those jobs entail, and how we can get someone like yourself in those roles. Again, I'm the host, Leander Howard II, founder and CEO of Spark Your Resume. We are an online resume writing and career advancement services company, helping real people attain real results. And this is the Spark Your Success Podcast, Wisdom Wednesdays. We're out. Peace.